He hasn't made the work rate of Gary Sice a factor. He's kept it quiet, just picking him off before he's come in. So he kept it at a pace which is suitable for him.
Left eye of Liam Walsh is just closing a little bit. Some of those right hands clearly have got through. Sykes needs a huge round and he needs to get Walsh out of there. Surely it's not going to happen. Does Walsh really want to go close?
Says trotting track. The cars going head to head, two at a time. One of the highlights of the night. Max Osberg against Sebastian Ogier. The Norwegian claiming an early victory in the Citroën, but he was not the stage winner. That honour went to Sweden's very own Pontus Tideman, taking advantage of grippier early conditions to claim his first overall stage victory and delighting the local fans in his less powerful WRC 2-spec Ford Fiesta. Well, one man hoping to build on a promising result last time out in Monte Carlo is Jari-Matti Latvala. Strong favourite here, and he just loves it.
Every time when I come here, I really have the feeling.
Target. And that last piece of play by Ford, it just showed that they want to just calm the game down a little bit, just try and take the sting out of it now. Certainly don't want to lose a second goal. The passing was a little bit better. Gonzalez.
Just brushing leaves behind millions of germs. Complete the clean with Listerine. It kills up to 97% of germs left behind after brushing. Germs that cause decay, gum disease and bad breath. Cleaning your whole mouth. Complete the clean with Listerine.
And that
All over Rahimi, got his hands full tonight, the right back.
It brings us to the end of the over, 10 for none.
Well, let's listen in here. Certainly thought I heard something as it went by. It's a big sound. There it is. You can see the spike up there. Sound couldn't have been anything else.
They don't get nervous before a big sporting event, whether they're competing or not competing. If they don't get nervous, then I don't think they have, they have the feeling that most sports people will get. I think you have to have a nervous feeling, but it's about how you, it's about how you use that nervousness. I've always been a pretty positive person, so much as I do get a nervous thing when a race starts, then. The thoughts sort of, it goes blank, it becomes like every other horse race, no matter how big it.
Well, he's more of a scorer. He's an in-game shooter. Like, he knocks down shots in-game in multiple ways. I agree with that.
A couple years ago, this guy won the 2013 Foot Locker three-point contest. Our champion, one of the best shooters in the NBA from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here is Kyrie Irving.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
His 31st start, 7 times a winner. So a couple of runs here now just to get his eye in at Tampa Bay Downs as well. So you imagine he will improve for that, but I think he's short enough in the market at less than 2 to 1. And we can look elsewhere. So runners are loaded. Good luck with your selections here for race number 6. Let's go after Richard Grunder behind the mic at Tampa Bay Downs.
Laptop and saw this photograph from a few years ago, and just
thought Lawrence might get a bit of a kick out of it, yeah.
Get a kick out of it. We've got another one here as well, which is quite amusing. To Bod, my eyesight's so bad. But basically, you found a fragrance in America called Bod.
Yeah, and the fragrance, I think it was called Really Ripped Abs. It's quite ironic with Brian not really having any, so...
Do you sit there every night, Peter, and just kind of trawl through the internet and go, yes, that picture, that picture?
Not every night. I know I do. People tell me I need to start drinking. I've been told I've been pretty boring over the years, but it's just, I suppose, the nature of the rugby that I take it seriously.
Congratulations on the engagement as well. We will be speaking about that later on, obviously. Great to have you here, Peter. Okay, Faith, what's in the news this week?
Well, of course, Six Nations is at the forefront of everyone's mind, so let's start there. It's been confirmed today that Pascal Pape has been cited for kneeing Jamie Heaslip in the back during France's 18-11 loss to Ireland on Saturday. Pape will face a Six Nations disciplinary panel later in the week. Heaslip will be out for 4 weeks with 3 fractured vertebrae as a result of the incident. Now, it's been announced today that Wasps veteran fly-half Andy Goode will extend his Premiership rugby career for at least another season, but it will be with London Irish. Irish will be Goode's 7th club. He won 5 Premiership titles and 2 Heineken Cups earlier in his career with Leicester Tigers. We have an exclusive clip from our interview with Andy later in the show. And in the Southern Hemisphere, Super Rugby has kicked off with a bang as Western Force stunned the defending champions New South Wales Waratahs in Sydney yesterday. The Melbourne Rebels also registered their first ever victory on foreign soil in their 6th season as a franchise, beating last year's finalists Canterbury Crusaders 20 points to 10. And if you were up last night, you may have caught Fiji playing their fantastic brand of Sevens rugby on the way to winning the Las Vegas leg of the World Rugby Sevens Series. They ran riot in the final, shocking the All Blacks, winning by a scoreline of 35-17.
Okay, let's talk Six Nations then. Shall we? Congratulations to England. As I said, they're on their way for their first Grand Slam since 2003. Now, the score was convincing. What?
You said that with such glee in your voice.
I didn't. I said well done. The score was definitely convincing, but there's been kind of contrasting reports. Was the performance convincing?
You're in a no-win situation there in the England squad. If you win by 5 points and you played really, really well, people are going to say it's Italy, you should have won by more at home. They scored 47 points. I thought the first half they looked a bit like it was a training run, like players were expecting other players to do something and be more direct. They were quite lateral. And in the second half, they obviously got a stern telling off at half-time. They came out and were very direct and quite, well, very exciting to watch.
I don't think the Brown injury helped in terms of England because of the big delay, and I think it almost went back to minute 1. Italy had obviously had a really good start, and when England might have hoped for Italy to have had a bit of fatigue because they'd been blitzing them at that stage, they then had a big rest, and that first half was sort of lost as a spectacle to me. But a bit annoying. One of the things that annoys me is when we used to play, we used to sit there when all the ex-players were saying how bad England were, and you just won by a big margin, but the performance wasn't good enough. Very quickly it comes around, and we all find ourselves saying, oh, it's not quite good enough. They won by 47 points to 17. They'd much prefer to save their brilliant performances for the likes of Ireland, which is going to be a much sterner test.
Peter, so we can be a little bit one-eyed then, but what about you watching that England performance? Defensively, what did you make of England?
Yeah, I thought that, obviously it's difficult, but I think they put in a massive performance. The quality that they have now in the back row, I think they brought in Haskell. I think he's immense in defence again. And also that midfield, I think Jonathan Joseph, both in attack and defence, was quality. But the English, they always, I suppose, rely on their heavy defence, getting off the line, massive line speed, putting the opposition under pressure and forcing them into errors. And I think that's, they get a lot of their scores on the back of that.
Tell us a little bit about Jonathan Joseph. We get excited about him. It seems that maybe some of the injuries that are coming England's way have actually played in England's favour, getting Joseph on the international stage. Are you surprised it's taken so long?
Well, maybe, but I think, when everyone is fit for England, I think they have quality centres, and I think now, like you said, he's, Jonathan is in that position. I think he's made the most of it. It's difficult, I suppose, getting there and staying there, but he's done that. He's got his couple of tries, and he's been immense for Bath all season. I'm not surprised to see him there and doing really well.
The Carnarvons made it very clear when they came here that they didn't care about the village or the people in it. And now there's been an actual poisoning?
You've got to be joking. This wasn't carelessness. It wasn't even an accident. You know someone did this deliberately.
We don't know that at all.
Actually, I think we do. Detective Chief Inspector.
24 hours of volume. It's like I just stepped out of a salon. Discover the entire Luxe Style Infusion styling range. Suave Professionals works as well as salon brands. Suave.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Now get 10% off major appliances $3.99 and more at Lowe's.
Brookside Chocolate now has a crunch. Brookside Crunchy Clusters. Crispy multigrains and sweet fruit-flavored pieces dipped in rich dark chocolate. Discover Brookside Crunchy Clusters.
More excitement. More adventure. More tunes. More versatility. America's most exciting lineup is at your local Nissan store now. And now's the best time to get yours.
Choose from 15 models with 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Save up to $1,000 or get 0% APR for up to 60 months on road.
Get to Nissan now. Offers end March 2nd.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Face Off, an original series, all new Tuesdays at 9, only on Sci-Fi.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have met.
Estaba desviando Casemiro ahora sí. Y llegaba Jackson para tratar de empujarla. Sigue el Porto en el frente de ataque. Ahí está Brahimi, Casemiro, Tello. Cuatro siguen pisando el área. Jackson. No pudo conectarla. Y cae después Jackson Martínez que pide penal.
No, se cayó solo, ¿no?
Yo también creo. Héctor Herrera fue a recuperar, abierto por la punta izquierda. Cuatro siguen buscando el remate. Oliver con Brahimi. Herrera. Llega o no el centro. Atento el Basel. Desde atrás Alexandro. Ahora Daniel.
Un poco más moderno. Y más grande.
30 minutos. La recuperación de la pelota. Parece que ha sentido el golpe el Schalke. El error principal parece ser el de Aogo, que le dio demasiado tiempo para pensar la jugada a Carvajal.
Aquí está Dani. Para sacar otro centro. Cristiano de chilena.
Están las chicas del ring, como siempre están muy atentas para hacer su trabajo. Estamos entonces en el tercer asalto. En el segundo también vi ganar a De La Hoya, me imagino que tú también.
Sí, los tres los ha ganado. En el segundo round tocó la lona a Ali González, así que falta de protección, es una pelea que estaba sacándola adelante Diego De La Hoya, poco a poco evolucionando. Ahora Ali González va para atrás, que se defiende.
Una buena derecha en corto, se va a caer, tuvo que amarrarse González.
Triunfo la vez pasada, ahora pensamos en ese partido tan importante, trabajamos día a día para tratar de llegar bien fino para ese compromiso y como te dije